In this digital age, self-tape turnaround can be so quick, and it can feel even quicker and more overwhelming if you have to do an accent for that self-tape audition. Now, I've heard this from so many of you, so I knew who to call. For dialects and accent coaching, it's always Keri Safran. Keri has coached characters for Young Rock, Star Trek, The First Lady, 1923, Grey's Anatomy, The Staircase, and more. She's a Groundling Sunday Company alum, and she's acted on Blue Bloods, The Blacklist, How I Met Your Mother, The Real O'Neills, Ray Donovan, to name a few. And yes, right here, this is her coaching Oscar winner, Marissa Tomei. Pretty cool, right? She's gonna be here today teaching you 8 steps to learning an accent fast for your self-tape auditions. Let's do this. Hi, Keri. Thank you so much for being here.
So happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
So an actor gets an audition and they realize they have to learn a new accent pretty fast. I know you have 8 steps to help them learn it really quickly and really feel empowered to say yes to that audition and give it a try. What is the first step for them to learn this accent quickly for that audition?
So the first thing you want to do is find an accent model. So an accent model is somebody you can actually listen to who has the same accent as your character. Ideally, they have the same gender, age, ethnicity, generation, city of origin, etc. as your character. And my secret weapon for finding an accent model is Wikipedia, because Wikipedia has these magical pages called List of People From, and then insert the name of the city or the country or what have you, and you have all these people. It's an amazing place to start your research. Personally, I like to stick to politicians and athletes. They're less likely to change their accent as they get older.
Ooh, I love this. I love this so much. And I know some of you are already taking notes. You can continue writing things down, but just know that Keri's going to spill the beans on all 8 steps to learning an accent fast in this video, but she's also written them down for you right here in this guide. And I'll let you know in a second how you can grab your free copy. Okay. So they've found their accent model. What's the second step, Keri, to learning this accent fast?
So the next thing you want to do, step 2, listen with your mouth, which means once you found your accent model, start listening to them and mimicking what you're hearing out loud. Don't worry about being perfect. Just really get in there and start moving your mouth. And that's the key here, is to start paying attention to what it feels like in your face to try to make those sounds happen. Because if you can rely on the physical feeling of an accent, you're going to spend less time obsessing about every single word that you're saying.
Awesome. So we're going to listen to our mouth. What is step 3?
So step 3, we still want to be specific. So we want to simplify. We're not writing a PhD on the accent. We don't have time for that. So we're going to make it less stressful by honing in on just 3 vowels and 2 consonant changes that stand out to you while you're listening. Let me explain what I mean with step 4, which is mark up your text. For example, if you've noticed the speaker dropping G at the ends of ing words, you're going to go in there and cross out the G in your script. Or maybe sounds sound like E. So like the word kit could sound like keet. So if that happens, you could go into your script, maybe cross out the I and write in 2 E's. Whatever makes sense to your brain, because you want your script to be a helpful roadmap.
Ooh, I love this so much. Write it down so you don't forget it. I do this all the time with names and anything if I'm going live, with anything that I think I might mispronounce. So of course it would work with accents too. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. What's next? What's the next step?
So our next step is to pick an anchor phrase. I am really obsessed with anchor phrases. This is a short sentence that you pull from the interview or audio of your native speaker that contains a lot of the sound changes that you've noticed. Once you pick it, say it out loud a bunch until it feels really good, you've got it memorized, and it feels doable. I'll demonstrate what I mean in step 6 when you're going to rehearse using this anchor phrase. Saying your anchor phrase over and over again is a great way to keep your mouth in the zone of the accent. So then what you want to do is you want to grab your script and you want to do your anchor phrase and then your line of text, and then your anchor phrase and then your line of text. I'll demonstrate. When I talk to her, I think that she's 35. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. When I talk to her, I think that she's 35. I wonder what you are. When I talk to her, I think that she's 35. Up above the world so high, etc.
Oh my gosh, Keri's the best. This is why I brought her on, everyone. Find your anchor phrase. I love it. I love it. I'm never going to hear Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star the same way again. All right. So what is step 7, right? Are we on step 7? Yes. What's on step 7?
Step 7 is probably the most important part, which is to act. Now what you want to do after going through your scene a few times with that anchor phrase for person is you want to go through and do each line of your text with 3 very different acting choices. Choose a different set of imaginary circumstances, a different point of view, a different strong emotion. This is really important so that you teach your system how to still use its actor, imagination, and emotional apparatus while using sounds it doesn't usually use.
So Keri has a bonus self-taping tip for your accents. But first, can you recap steps 1 through 7 for my subscribers?
Find a model, listen with your mouth, simplify, mark up your text, pick an anchor phrase, rehearse with the anchor phrase, and act.
Love it. Love it. And what is this bonus self-tape tip you have for us?
This is a magical thing. Whenever you're filming an audition with an accent, plan on doing 2 takes back to back without stopping. Something really cool happens with accents when you don't give your system a chance to reset back into its comfort zone. A lot of the mistakes you might have made in take 1 kind of magically take care of themselves in take 2.
Everyone watching, please don't forget to download Keri's guide that will remind you of everything you learned today, but it's also going to give you tons of examples from Keri's awesome Instagram showing a lot of these skills in action. So Keri, what is your Instagram and how can actors find out more about working with you?
You can find me on Instagram at Keri Safran, where I put out tons of free accent tips. And to find out how to work with me, either privately or join one of my classes, you can check everything out on my website, kerisafran.com/coaching.
Thank you so much, Keri, for being here today and helping my community. Make sure you download her free guide in the description of this video so you can learn an accent fast for your next self-tape. And don't forget to check out her Instagram. It is entertaining, it is funny, and it is educational. She has so many Instagram reels that are mini trainings to help you learn accents. Until next time, I'll see you on social. Bye.